Have you ever found yourself suddenly awake, staring at the ceiling, in the stillness of the pre-dawn hours? A time when the world is hushed, your mind is alert, perhaps even racing, while the rest of the world sleeps soundly. It's a peculiar experience, isn't it? This common experience, often occurring between 3 and 5 a.m., can be frustrating. You might wonder why you're awake when you should be resting, but the reason is rooted in our biology, not some mystical force or random occurrence. There's a scientific explanation for these early morning wake-ups. During these hours, our sleep naturally becomes lighter as we approach the dawn. This makes us more vulnerable to disturbances, be it a noise from outside, a temperature shift in the room, or a racing thought that suddenly pops into your head. Our bodies are transitioning from deep, restorative sleep to lighter, dream-filled stages of REM sleep, standing at the threshold between complete rest and full wakefulness, ready to greet the day. This shift is carefully governed by our internal biological clocks, also known as circadian rhythms, which dictate not only when we feel tired, but also when we naturally become alert and energized. Around this time, melatonin, the hormone responsible for inducing sleepiness, begins to decline in our system, while cortisol, the hormone that promotes alertness and helps us get going, begins its morning rise. If this delicate hormonal handover is mistimed, out of sync, or simply too abrupt, it can easily trigger an unwanted early awakening. It's rarely due to a single cause, but rather a complex confluence of neurochemistry within the brain, fluctuating hormone levels, and various environmental cues that influence our sleep. The pressures of modern life and constant disruptions to our natural sleep-wake rhythms often amplify this effect, making early awakenings more frequent. However, by understanding these underlying scientific explanations, we can learn to work our biology rather than against it and cultivate better sleep habits. The ultimate goal is to achieve that deep, truly uninterrupted rest that our bodies and minds so desperately need to function at their best. So, let's delve deeper and explore what's really happening during those perplexing early morning awakenings and what we can do about them. Sleep isn't a straight path into unconsciousness. It's not a simple on-off switch. It's a far more intricate and fascinating process than you might think. Instead, it's a journey through repeating cycles, a carefully orchestrated sequence of different stages. These cycles are fundamental to how we rest and recover each night. Each cycle typically lasts about 90 to 110 minutes long. Think of it as a mini odyssey that your brain and body undertake multiple times while you're asleep. We typically complete 4 to 6 cycles a night, depending on how long we sleep, of course. Each cycle plays a vital role in different aspects of our physical and mental restoration. Within each cycle, we're constantly moving from light sleep to deep restorative sleep, where our bodies repair tissues and consolidate memories. And then back up to lighter, dream-filled REM sleep, the stage where our brains are highly active, processing emotions and experiences. Early in the night, deep NREM sleep dominates, providing the most profound physical recovery. This is when your body is working hardest to repair itself. It's a crucial time for repairing and restoring the body, strengthening the immune system, and replenishing energy reserves. As the night progresses, deep sleep shortens, becoming less frequent and less intense. Conversely, REM periods lengthen, becoming more prominent in the later hours of sleep. This shift in sleep architecture makes our sleep lighter toward morning, preparing us to wake up. By 3 to 5 a.m., we're primarily cycling through these lighter stages. We're in longer REM and lighter NREM stages, making us more susceptible to disturbances. This is when we're closer to waking, our bodies gently preparing to transition into the day. The protective barrier of deep sleep is thin during these later cycles, offering less insulation from the outside world. As a result, even minor disturbances can wake us, disrupting the natural flow of sleep. Our brains are primed for dawn, anticipating the sunrise and the start of a new day. This natural preparation for wakefulness is what makes these final cycles the most fragile and easily disrupted. Any internal or external stimulus, anything that catches our attention or disrupts our internal state, whether it's a sound, a worry that creeps into our thoughts, or a shift in temperature in the room, can easily break through the lighter sleep and trigger an awakening. This delicate balance is why early morning awakenings are so common and often so frustrating. Understanding this sleep architecture, the way these cycles unfold and interact, is key to addressing disrupted rest and finding effective solutions for better sleep. Next, let's see how our internal clocks and hormones play a crucial role in regulating these sleep cycles and influencing our overall sleep quality. Deep in the brain, within the intricate folds and complex networks, lies a critical control center. The suprachiasmatic nucleus, or SCN, acts as our master clock, a tiny but powerful structure orchestrating the circadian rhythm, that 24-hour cycle that governs not only sleep, but many other bodily functions, including the release of hormones, those chemical messengers that regulate so much of our physiology and metabolism, the process by which our bodies convert food and drink into energy. Light is the main cue, the primary signal that sets this internal clock, telling our bodies when to sleep, initiating the cascade of events that prepare us for rest and wake, signaling the body to become alert and energized. As night falls and darkness deepens, melatonin rises, a hormone crucial for sleep onset, peaking in the middle of the night to keep us asleep, ensuring we stay in that restorative state. After midnight, as the night progresses, melatonin wanes, its influence gradually diminishing, and cortisol, often called the stress hormone, begins to rise, preparing the body for action, preparing us for wakefulness and the demands of the day ahead. This hormonal transition is delicate, a finely tuned balance that can easily be disrupted if cortisol surges too early or too strongly. Throwing off the natural rhythm, it can jolt us awake, interrupting our sleep cycle prematurely. Chronic stress in particular can disrupt this balance, leading to long-term sleep disturbances, causing cortisol to rise prematurely, even before the body is ready to wake, and fragment sleep, making it difficult to stay asleep throughout the night. The result, early morning awakenings that reflect this hormonal handover, a sign that the system is out of sync. Our bodies are biologically vulnerable during this window as the sleep drive weakens and wakefulness strengthens, teetering between rest and readiness, a delicate dance between sleep and wakefulness. Recognizing this interplay helps us understand the complex mechanisms that govern our sleep, why we wake up before dawn, and how we can better support our natural sleep rhythms. Next, let's look at how stress and the mind, our thoughts and emotions, influence our sleep, and what we can do to mitigate those effects. Even as we sleep, our minds process emotions, memories, and worries. High stress or anxiety can activate the body's alert systems, releasing hormones like cortisol that make sleep fragile. During the early morning, when sleep is lightest, unresolved worries can trigger a surge of alertness, a cortisol awakening. Mental health conditions like anxiety and depression often disrupt sleep, causing frequent or early awakenings. If you wake up with racing thoughts or worries, stress is likely a factor. This rumination can trap the mind in a loop, making it hard to fall back asleep. Addressing stress through mindfulness, therapy, or journaling can be as crucial as any sleep hygiene practice. What we eat and how we live directly impact our sleep quality. Heavy meals, sugar, and refined carbs before bed can cause blood sugar spikes and crashes, triggering hormones that wake us up. Caffeine lingers in the body for hours, making sleep lighter and more fragmented, even if consumed in the afternoon. Alcohol may help you fall asleep, but it disrupts sleep later, causing early awakenings. Regular exercise improves sleep, but vigorous activity too close to bedtime can make falling asleep harder. The timing and type of food, drink, and activity all matter. A small, balanced snack before bed can help stabilize blood sugar. Aim for moderate exercise earlier in the day for the best sleep benefits. These lifestyle choices set the stage for deep, uninterrupted rest. The bedroom should be a sanctuary, cool, dark, and quiet. Even small amounts of light can suppress melatonin and disrupt sleep, so blackout curtains and sleep masks are essential. Noise, whether from traffic, pets, or a snoring partner, can fragment sleep even if you don't fully wake up. Earplugs or white noise machines help create a consistent, soothing environment. Temperature matters. Our bodies sleep best in a cool room, ideally between 15 and 19 degrees Celsius, 60-67 degrees Fahrenheit. A warm room can make sleep lighter and more easily disturbed. Protecting your sleep environment is a simple but powerful way to support restorative rest. Next, let's consider medical reasons for early awakenings. Sometimes early morning awakenings signal an underlying medical issue. Obstructive sleep apnea causes repeated breathing interruptions, leading to brief, often unnoticed awakenings and fragmented sleep. Nocturia, waking to urinate, can be caused by high fluid intake, bladder issues, or conditions like diabetes or heart problems. Chronic pain from arthritis, fibromyalgia, or injuries can flare up at night, making sleep lighter and more disrupted. Restless leg syndrome often worsens at night, making it hard to stay asleep. These conditions require medical attention to restore healthy sleep. If you suspect a medical cause, consult a healthcare professional. Addressing these issues is key to reclaiming restful nights. There are proven strategies to reduce early morning awakenings and improve sleep. Keep a consistent sleep schedule, even on weekends, to strengthen your circadian rhythm. Develop a relaxing pre-sleep routine, dim lights, avoid screens, and engage in calming activities like reading or meditation. If you wake up and can't fall back asleep, get out of bed after 20 minutes and do something quiet in dim light until you feel sleepy. This breaks the association between your bed and wakefulness. Get morning sunlight to anchor your internal clock. Exercise regularly, but not too close to bedtime. Limit caffeine and alcohol, especially in the afternoon and evening. These habits, combined with a healthy sleep environment, support deep, continuous rest. If problems persist, it may be time to seek professional help. If early morning awakenings persist despite lifestyle changes, it's time to consult a healthcare provider. Chronic sleep disruption is a serious health concern, not just an inconvenience. Seek help if you experience loud snoring, gasping, chronic pain, frequent urination, or persistent sadness or anxiety. Keep a sleep diary to share with your doctor. It helps with diagnosis. Your provider may recommend a sleep study or specific treatments, such as cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia. Persistent insomnia deserves medical attention and tailored solutions. Reaching out is a proactive step toward better health. Restorative sleep is a fundamental pillar of a healthy, vibrant life.